Biggins and Harry's book. We've already heard a little bit about it on the programme this morning, but the Daily Mail's take is that did he have to sex up the book for the publishers?
Well, I probably originally he did. My interest in the book is I can't wait to read it. I mean, I've got...
Really?
I'm longing to read
Biggins.
it. No, I'm sorry.
Why?
Because I want to see what he's written. I want to see how he's affected the royal family. I think it's going to be very, very interesting. And I've ordered mine already from Amazon, so what's your problem, Dawn?
Even the fact that the title is called... it's clever. It's spare. It's like just screams of victimhood, doesn't it? In that one word, he's managing to have a go, but his father and his brother, just by, I'm spare. And it's just, people are really suffering out there, and he's in an incredibly privileged position, as is his wife, and yet they are permanently portraying themselves as victims.
What do you make of this from Debbie Biggins, who says every story has two sides, but we will only ever get to hear Harry's version. King Charles will never be able to respond or counter any allegation.
Well, at the moment, but they King Charles may do a book later on, which he might say things in it. I mean, I think, you have to give everybody a chance. I mean, there are so many biographies, so much we know about people. I'm fascinated by the fact, I think that this was going to come out on Thanksgiving in America, and they've now made it come out in January. And I think the problem is that he's probably gone back after his grandmother's funeral and said, can we cut this? Can we get rid of this? And they paid him, 34 million? Yeah. I mean, a lot of money for this book. Yeah. And he's probably worried a little bit, because he did absolutely adore his grandmother, and I think she probably had a few words to say on the subject. I mean, I'm only interested because I just think it's going to be fascinating to see what he has to say. And
I think the reality is, if we don't read it, we'll certainly get the best lines from the book anyway, because it will be littered throughout the papers.
Yes, in the Daily Mail, for sure.